Here we go. The Emperor in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. Page of Cups, Ace of Wands, haha, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I'm going to start here. These wanted to be picked up first. So the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is you, and you could be feeling an opposition with another female energy in your life, perhaps a fire sign signified by the Queen of Wands here. Or this could be an internal process too of needing to put your practicality down and utilizing your passions and following your whims and following the scent of inspiration instead of what feels logical or practical coming out of February. And this desire here could feel like a very strong pull, especially because with the Ace of Wands here in this lineup, because you're getting new ideas of how to create more abundance in your life, and it's going against your normal patterns of behavior. Because with the Emperor in reverse and the Page of Cups, Taurus, this is a figure of, it signifies a leader in your life or some type of authority figure, and the way that they're trying to rule in your life, you're not having it. I don't think this is you. I feel like this is an energy of you're not accepting their suggestions or their advice, and I feel like you want to do things your own way. And I feel like coming out of February, that's a good thing because you have the Ace of Wands on the Ten of Pentacles, and the vision that you have for your life is just absolutely brilliant, Taurus, and you deserve the best. Being ruled by Venus, you do tend to like the sensual parts of life, and there's no blame or fault there. And you do want the best, and you do deserve the best, and you won't settle for anything but the best. And you are, I feel like coming through the February energies, you're reclaiming this passion for the sensual side of life and not making excuses about it or having to explain yourself to the people in your environment, whether that be in a job or professionally, in your personal life. Sorry, I think I just hit the camera. So more messages might come through once I flip these cards over. So I'll get right into the March. So the King of Swords, the King of Cups in reverse, and the Three of Swords. I'm gonna make sure that's still in the camera. Okay, some people, some male figures. I feel like this is your energy, Taurus, even though it's the element of air. I feel like these passions and these ideas that you're carrying into March, you're formulating some really great ideas around the new direction that you're taking out of the eclipse energy that happened in February. And you're formulating an extremely logical plan to put into place. And you're not letting, with the Three of Swords in reverse here, your past heartbreaks. I feel like your heart has undergone some heartbreak, but also healing, some deep healing. And I just got the vision of a Band-Aid on your heart, and it's starting to mend. I'm going to pull some clarifiers. I wonder if you left a relationship behind, some sort of water energy has left your life, and you're not turning back. And I think that's for the best. Strength in reverse. Aries got that. Judgment in reverse. And the Knight of Cups. So, okay. So yeah, this person, the King of Cups, this water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, I feel like they want you back. And however they're coming back and offering you some sort of truce, you're not accepting the way that they're approaching you. It's not good enough. And you're coming into your power, Taurus, out of this heartbreak. Again, I'm drawn to these cards with the Ace of Wands on the Ten of Pentacles. And you've gotten a glimpse and a very strong message through whatever happened in February. And again, since this is a general reading, it's going to apply differently for different circumstances for each individual out there watching of how this manifested. But whatever's trying to knock on your door again in the month of March, and I feel like this is more in the middle of the month, Taurus, you're gonna let destiny and karma take care of them. Like don't bother to try to get revenge or one-upmanship on them, because I feel like there might be a little bit of a temptation with the Strength in reverse on the King of Swords. You might be feeling a little bit of a pull to play on their level, because that's sort of the tradition of how you would deal with this person. But flip this over and keep strong and keep your mental fortitude intact, and know that you have bigger and better plans to deal with in March, and to not be wasting your time and energy and resources even on this person who has proven themselves to you over and over and over again that they're just not worthy of your time and attention. I feel like this is a test in March. I hate to say it. But it's one that's necessary for you to really stand strong in what you know that you desire and know that you deserve, in however that's showing up. That could be professionally, again, in your career, or in a romantic sense. Even though this isn't the love reading, I'll be doing those later and getting those up for March as well, Taurus. But with the Three of Swords here, it is saying that whatever has happened that you've gone through in February, it did affect you on a heart level, and you have been needing to take care of yourself and to nurture yourself and to give yourself the self-care that this person or this situation wasn't able to provide you. So I feel like you've been undergoing a process of healing, and that's always, even though it can feel painful when you're in it, Taurus, healing is a wonderful thing because it brings us to the next level in our lives, and it makes us who we are. And the act of forgiveness, even in the face of this person or people or a boss even acting like a total jerk. I feel like this person is just being really immature and acting from a place of fear and not love. And you're finally coming into a sense of self-awareness and self-love that you're not, I feel like this is, again, it's already happened in February, but maybe a little bit of a revisitation of this to really solidify this energy in you that you're not going to stand for this behavior or this abuse if it's gotten to that level, Taurus. And if you look back in the February reading, that was what was coming through for you, and that you were resolute in finally ending this situation. So let's see what else. I'm going to move down here, I think. So moving out of March is the Death card, the Queen of Swords, and the Moon. So I believe we're having a second full moon, Taurus, towards the end of the month. There's one at the beginning of the month, I think on the 1st, and then the new moon in the middle of the month. Excuse me. And then I feel like this is the energies of the final full moon of the month. I think it's in Aries. So 3 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. Okay. Yes. So you have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords here. I'm really getting the sense that you are resolute in your decision and the way that you're moving forward and what you deserve and what's best for you and what you're committed to bringing into your life, Taurus. And I feel like there's some old plans that you're letting fall away towards the end of the month. And I feel like you're finally loosening the mental grip on, well, this was the plan, and you were on one track in your life. And towards the end of March, I feel like it's not going to be such a mental burden, and you're moving through this mental energy of process of letting it go and being okay with it, this process of transformation. Because when there's one ending in an area of your life, it opens the door for new possibilities to arise, Taurus. And I feel like you're going to have to be good with that. And there's a little bit of a shakeup in how stable you feel in your emotional life. And this could be a carryover from this, and the healing continues out of March for you, Taurus, where there could be a move of house, and you're undergoing the process of feeling stable again in your home environment and needing to recreate that for yourself and building a new, stronger foundation, Taurus, on the home front. And navigating these feelings of doubt or secrecy or deception around it. And I feel like emotionally you feel a little bruised and you're not quite sure who you can trust. And because of this past betrayal that you're getting over and healing from, but in your mind, you are darn determined to not go back to these relationships, to these projects. She's moving away. And the Queen of Swords is an energy of, she doesn't take any prisoners. Like, when she makes up her mind, that's a solid decision. And I feel like the universe is supporting you, Taurus, in that decision, because you have both the King and the Queen energy and the swords. You're not taking this person back. And maybe the plans that you had been working on or developing with this person, you're having to let them go. And through this process in March, that is your process of mentally coming to a more peaceful place of blessing this person, even though that might feel really difficult to do. Not excusing their behavior, but seeing them for the light being that they are, and understanding that they haven't been acting from that place, and forgiving them in that way, if that makes sense. I'll pull one more card. The King of Pentacles. In reverse. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this relates to over here of something that felt solid and established. There could be a little scuffle or a pull against one another over resources. If this relationship, if you had shared resources together, or if you're leaving a job and maybe they don't want to give you the severance that you feel like you deserve. And yeah, because the King of Pentacles, he has everything that he needs at his fingertips and he's worked for it. I feel like somebody doesn't want you to have what you're due with this in reverse. But you're going to fight for it. And I feel like you have the right to, Taurus. So I hope parts of that made sense. I'm going to pull you another card, an oracle card from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle by Alana Fairchild, for an additional message, Taurus, for the month of March. Let's see what Wild Kuan Yin has to say for you, Taurus, my lovely Taurians. This one. Ancestral Guardians of Light, number 32. Pretty. I feel like this is you, Taurus, the little girl in this picture, and your ancestors are rooting for you. I'm also going to read from the book, but that's the message that's coming through, is they have your back and they're watching over you. You're not alone through these circumstances or situations that you're facing and continuing to face through March. Excuse me. Okay. My love for you is so vast, and as you learn to recognize it, you shall see me reaching for you in every person, every encounter, every circumstance, every event in your life. You have come to this planet at my request to be a bearer of light and a way shower for others. And because you honor me in taking human form, so too shall I honor you. Look within your heart, and there you shall find me. We travel together always. There is no need for you to feel alone. Because you're not, Taurus. You have a whole posse of angels and guides on your side, and reach out to them, because through the situation, it very well can feel isolating through the transition that you're undergoing. And because your foundation might feel a little bit like it's shaky beneath your feet and you can't quite see how it's all going to unfold into the future, that's okay. The faith and the trust and the prayers to your guardians of light will help guide you through this process and bring you a sense of serenity and tranquility and peace, Taurus. So reach out to them. Find some quiet time to get quiet. Maybe take a salt bath and light some candles, burn some incense. Really nourish yourself with high quality, this is a message that's coming through, high quality, nutrient dense food throughout the month of March, and drink plenty of pure, clean water, Taurus. And don't be afraid to nurture yourself in self-love in a way that you haven't been receiving from outside of yourself from others, because that's part of the healing process, and you deserve to be treated like a queen, a goddess, a king, a god, as you are, to honor that spark of light, the connection to all that is in the cosmos that we come from, each and every one of us, that we are divinely connected to, and that's our real self. And